Hi, everyone. I am James Milan, and welcome to this DPCD update. That's our Department of Planning and Community Development. I am joined, as always, by Claire Ricker, the director of the department. Good morning, Claire.
Good morning, James.
We were just discussing November has indeed arrived, all the way on the 21st, and hope that you are anticipating Thanksgiving and some relaxation to come.
Yeah, I'm excited for next week for sure.
Great, but we'll there's some stuff to do between now and then, of course, and we're going to get right to that. So, in this update, we are going to hear about recent events around affordable housing, 21 Pond Lane, and a business summit with local businesses that took place to help them to leverage next year's sesquicentennial. Sesquicentennial. There we go. I've said it a bunch of times, but anyway, 250th celebrations next Patriot Day weekend. Also, community survey for CDBG, 5-year consolidated plan. Whew, plus recognition for the recently produced Sustainable Landscaping Handbook and the upcoming Small Business Saturday on November 30th. Is that enough? Yes, I think so. Claire, where should we start?
Oh, well, thank you. I think I'd like to start at least with circle back to the $4 million MassWorks grant that we recently received from Mass Ave and Appleton. It was one of the largest grant awards that MassWorks gave this year, and it is for approximately half of the total project cost. But we're working with the designer Stantec to strategize project phasing, so the $4 million would apply to a future phase one of the Mass Ave and Appleton project. And of course, our plan is to continue to apply for funding for this project, including from MassWorks and other sources, to do subsequent phases, as we get through phase one.
All right, and I hadn't even mentioned that in that very long list of items to discuss. So moving forward, community survey for the 5-year consolidated plan. Can you tell us
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, that's right. So Arlington is a member of the North Suburban Consortium, which is a group of 8 communities that collectively apply for and receive federal grant allocations from HUD, the Department of Housing and Urban Development, including the Community Development Block Grant, which is so critical to so many nonprofits and other organizations in Arlington. So every 5 years, the consolidated plan is updated to outline the goals for the federal funds by identifying housing and community development needs for people living in these 8 municipalities. So the consortium has created a survey to gather feedback on the plan and on the housing and development needs of residents. The survey includes 29 multiple choice questions and should take about 10 minutes to complete. And participation in the survey is anonymous. So links to the survey in multiple languages can be found on the town's website under CDBG. And this survey will be available until Monday, November the 25th.
Okay, great. And I understand that not only was there a Sustainable Landscaping Handbook recently produced, but it even won an award. Tell us about that, please.
Yeah, we are thrilled to announce that the Sustainable Landscape Handbook has received the 2024 American Planning Association Massachusetts Chapter Award for the planning project of unusually high merit. Arlington, Winchester, and Stoneham partnered to create a Sustainable Landscape Handbook to guide residents in eco-friendly practices for their properties. And this project was funded through a $40,000 Accelerating Climate Resiliency Grant from MAPC. It's really exciting, I think, that this project was recognized by the Massachusetts chapter. Sustainable land management basically equals climate action, and residents are very much encouraged to take the Nature's Neighbors Pledge to use sustainable practices on their property and elsewhere, and then we'll also receive a copy of the handbook, and this is all available again on the town website.
Great. We were noting before we went on air how quickly we are moving through November, and Thanksgiving's practically upon us. Right on the other side of that will be a Small Business Saturday coming up on November 30th. Please let us know about that.
Sure. So the select board here in Arlington has proclaimed Saturday, November 30th as Small Business Saturday. And nearly 90% of businesses in Arlington operate with less than 10 employees. So basically the definition of small business. So to get people out and about into our local businesses, the Arlington Tourism and Economic Development Committee is running a promotion where if you visit one of these participating businesses, you can be entered to win a Visa gift card. There's no purchase necessary, but the list of participating businesses is available on the Explore Arlington Facebook page.
Great. I keep on saying that, but these as always, good to hear this information. So we're going to finish up with where I started on that laundry list of agenda items, and that is a number of recent events that happened in around a number of different projects and subjects. So I'll just let you tackle at least 4 of them in whatever order you'd like.
Great, thank you. So this is a bit of a recap. Last night, the town, in collaboration with the Chamber of Commerce, held an Arlington Business Summit at Town Hall. There were over 80 attendees at this event. It was very successful. The event was sort of conceived to help local businesses leverage the upcoming semi-quincentennial celebrations next year. It's anticipated that tourists from around the world will visit Arlington, and we want to help businesses take advantage of this really unique opportunity. We were joined last night by the Deputy Town Manager, Christine Bongiorno, the statewide Massachusetts 250 Coordinator, Sheila Green, and the events firm that is connected with Arlington's semi-quincentennial celebrations, the Anthem Group. It was a fantastic evening, and we certainly hope to do more public events like, like the Small Business Summit, in the very near future.
Yeah, it's a very sorry. I know you have more announcements to come, but I was just saying this really truly is a unique opportunity for Arlington and surrounding communities, obviously, with these events coming up. So we want to take full advantage of it if we can.
Yeah,
Sorry for the
absolutely.
interruption.
Absolutely. So next, I'd like to talk about some affordable housing webinars that were held. DPCD recently co-hosted 2 virtual public forums discussing ways to increase affordable housing in Arlington, which is always a hot and interesting topic in the community. The first webinar was a joint effort with the Arlington Affordable Housing Trust called Strategies for Creating New Affordable Housing, and included a panel of affordable housing professionals who live or work right here in Arlington. The second public forum included a presentation from members of a citizen working group who are working on a draft proposal for an affordable housing overlay district in Arlington. Both meetings had nearly 100 people in attendance and resulted in some really great and extremely productive community feedback and discussion. And both recordings of the forum and slide decks that were presented are available on the town website on our affordable housing page. Next, I'd like to talk about 21 Pond Lane. We've kind of spoken about in the past. This is a resident-led initiative to activate a small parcel of land at 21 Pond Lane with native plantings and other green elements. So the concept design that was produced as part of this project aligns with town goals to foster biodiversity and passive recreation. So recently, at a recent public meeting, this final concept plan was presented to residents. It was very well received. Next, the plan will go to the select board for consideration as they are technically the owners of the property. So we're looking forward to advancing that proposal and that project. And then one more thing I'd love to share is recently we cut a ribbon on 3 murals in Arlington Center as part of a mural project led by the Arlington Commission for Arts and Culture. The murals are located on the American Alarm Building, on Helena's, and on Kickstand Cafe. And they were funded through the town's Transformational Growth Grant, which was a sub-grant program that we did for small business support via the federal ARPA program. And so we extend many thanks to these property owners and businesses for working with the town to host these murals and help beautify this community. And of course, special thanks to our public art curator, Cecily Miller, who worked tirelessly to make sure that these projects were completed on time. And they are truly spectacular. I encourage folks to get out in the center and take a look at some of these murals and visit some of these small businesses as we move into the holidays.
Uh, Congratulations, Claire. You packed a lot of information into 10 minutes. I'm very impressed, and I imagine our audience is as well. We want to thank Claire Ricker for her time this morning, and every couple of weeks as she visits us and informs us. And wish you a happy early Thanksgiving, Claire, and to you out there as well. Thanks for joining us for this DPCD update. I am James Milan, and we will see you on the other side of Thanksgiving.